In this tutorial, I will explain about how to connect MySQL into NetBeans application. As we know that MySQL is a popular open source relation database management system that commonly used in web application due to its speed, flexibility, and its reliability. In this tutorial, I will demonstrate about how to set up connection to MySQL database from the NetBeans. Once connected, you can begin working with MySQL in the NetBeans, and by creating new database tables, populating tables with data, and running SQL queries on database structure and contents. This tutorial is designed for beginner for a basic understanding of database management, so you can try to implement it easily. Okay, first of all, please open your SM control panel and make it sure that your MySQL service is started. So I will open my SM control panel and click start. As we can see, the service of MySQL is already started, so the status already changed into running. Okay, the next step is please open your NetBeans application. This part, you can open your NetBeans installation. After you open it, you can set the view into this tab. So we have project, file, and services. How to set it? So you can just open the Windows and then click services. So we use this tab to connecting our MySQL database into NetBeans. After you click it, so you can see there is this, we have this services tab. And after that, you can right click the database node. So we can right click this, and then you can click connect, new connection. And then please choose the MySQL connector driver and then click next. After this, you must make it sure that your host is localhost, and you must make it sure that the port is 3306. And you can select the database that you already created in MySQL, or you can just write it in with MySQL like this. It's okay. We can change it after we connected successfully in NetBeans after this. And then you can set the username into root and the password. Please leave it empty if you didn't create any password here. And then we can do this. We can click test connection to test our connection is okay or not. We can try to test it first. So we can click this test connection. You can see there is the notification connection success. So we can connect our NetBeans into MySQL. And then after this, we just click finish. Before I already add a connection with this database, so it gives this kind of notification. If you haven't created any connection, it must be, the result is must be success. So you can see I already create my connection name, this one. So the JDBC MySQL localhost, you can see this my current connection that I already created before I demonstrate this video. So if you already created it, you can just click connect, and it's successfully connected in your MySQL. You can see there is MySQL database, and if you click this, you can see the other database in your DDBMS or in your SM. So we have a commerce database, exercise, information schema, and another database. As you can remember, before I created this video in the part 1, we already create exercise database with some example of creating table, inserting, update, and deleting. So this database has 3 tables: buyer, product, and transaction. We try to make this database again, so in this tutorial I'll try to delete it first and then we can make it again in NetBeans. And I will give you all the source. I will upload it in our Google Classroom or in our LMS. Okay, so after this video you can download all the source and you can try it by yourself at home. And then the next step is, after we successfully connected this connection, we just need to create new file. And then choose in category, choose SQL file, just click next. And then you can save your insertion, your folder for save these files. For example, I save it in this folder, see user in this folder. You can update it, you can choose which folder you like. And then the file name, we can name it by exercise SQL. Okay, so you can download your file here if you already created. Just click finish, this one. In this sheet or in this page you can create all the SQL syntax here. Okay, so for example, I try to show all database in our DBMS, so we use this source, so database. We can run it, so you can block it here and then click run selection. In this there is warning, no database connection is selected, please select a connection in connection combo box. Okay, so we must select it first. In this connection combo box, select which one, this one. Okay, and then we can start it again. We can block it one by one, or you can just run file to run all the source code in this file, or just run it by one by one by selection. Just click run selection. So I just need to create run selection. In this pic we can see we have this database. If we compare to our SAM, okay, so this is it's same. E-commerce exercise information schema in our PHP MyAdmin page, and you can convert it into here. This is the name table in our DBMS. Okay, so we will create e-commerce database because it is already exists, so we just need to drop it. We drop it first and then we create it again. Okay, but I will not give more detailed explanation about the SQL syntax because you can learn it in my first part of this video. Because exercise table is existing, so we need to drop database. So the syntax is drop database. Our database name is exercise. And then if we run it, you can just click run statement and the result will be like this. Execution finished. It means that exercise database already dropped it. You can see the result. You can run statement first. Okay, this one. So exercise database doesn't exist anymore. Okay, The next step is we need to create database. We create that we get to database again by using this create database exercise. Okay, you can see the result is finished, and then we can set it again. First, use exercise. So in this part, we already set it into database exercise. We already set it into use database exercise. And then the next step is we should create table. We create table buyer, product, and table transaction. So like this. So create table buyer, product, and transaction. The detail about this syntax already in our first video part. So we just need to run it again. Okay, run, selection. So you can see in the result page. Okay, execution is finished. This for first table, second table, and the third table, all is finished. And then the next step is we want to see all table that we already created. Okay, so we use source is show tables. Show tables. We can run this syntax, run selection, and the result is like this. So we have buyer table, product, and transaction table. And then we can try to describe our one of our table. For example, we try to describe transaction table. We use this describe transaction, run selection. Okay, as you can see, we have three fields in this table, in transaction table, which are ID transaction, the transaction, and payment. And the primary key is in ID transaction. As my explanation in my video before, we must add two more again field. So we must add fields ID product, and we must add ID buyer field. So the two fields connected with the other table. So ID product connected with table product, and ID buyer connected with table buyer. Okay, so we must add columns in table trends section. So the source is we use source alter table transaction. Okay, this one is the source. Add column in table transaction. We can run it all, run selection. And then if we try to describe it again, we can use description source again here. Describe transaction, run selection again. So we already have two others field, which are ID buyer and ID product. Okay, so the key is not set yet. So this one is just still primary key. We must set it into foreign key here. So we must connect this ID buyer into table buyer, and we must connect this ID product into table product. So it must be foreign key. Okay, how to create a relation? So to create a relation, to allow naming of foreign key and for defining of foreign key, we use alter table, name of table, then add constraint, and you can add the name of that constraint, and then you can set the foreign key. So the detail is in the source. Okay, we create this. Firstly we must to create relation between table trends and product. So the source is this alter table transaction, and then we can add constraint. The name of constraint is foreign key transaction product, and foreign key, we set the foreign key in column ID product. This one, we set this in this column, and reference in table product, column ID product. Okay, we should run it first. Run selection. success. And then the second is how to create a constraint between table transaction into table buyer. Okay, we can describe it again. Our table, you can see we have new foreign key here. Okay, and then after that we must show tables again. Show tables again to see our table structure. Show table, run. Okay, we still have these three table, and then the next step is we must do insertion, right? We must insert the table buyer. As our video before, we have a three kind of format. So format one is we must insert it into just one data. If we try to insert into just one data in table buyer, we try to run it again. And then in format 2 is we try to insert in one data but without column name. Okay, the format 1 with column name, the format 2 without column name. Okay, we can run it again. So the command is executed successfully. And then the third format is how to insert multiple data in one table. The third format is for multiple data, this one. We can run it again. And how to select it? We can select it using this source. Okay, for record here, ID buyer 1 until ID buyer 4. And then we try to update it. Okay, we try to update it first. So we try to update the ID buyer 1. We try to update the email address. How to update it? So we just need to use update syntax like this. Update buyer set email. It's like this. You can run it again. And then you can select it again. As you can see, the data in email field already updated. And then how to delete data. So we should use delete syntax. So for the same sample, I use data in product table. So this one, we should change it into product. Okay, select all from product, run selection. Oh, we haven't inserted anything here, so we must insert it first. I forgot to insert this data. Okay, so we must insert it first here. Insert data in table product. We have this, run selection, and we try to select it again. Okay, we have this data and we try to delete the data with ID product P3. How to delete it? Which one? With this ID P3. Okay, we can run it again. Run selection. Execution, finish, command successful. Okay, we can select it again. So our data right now is just 2 data. Okay, that's all. My tutorial for MySQL database, for connecting MySQL database in NetBeans, and the basic tutorial about DDL, data definition language, and data manipulation language from NetBeans. So in your next job sheet, in your next practicum sheet, you can use NetBeans, so you can create syntax easier compared with you use just command prompt. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. I'll see you again next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.